guys and gals. I just wanted to give a walk around on my 2008 Yamaha Grizzly. Let everybody know what I've done to it and where it came from. So when I first bought it, it had none of this. It was your typical farm quad, except for the rims. The guy bought some pretty decent rims. I don't mind these at all, actually. Got a pretty decent dish. They're 12 wide in the back and a 10 in the front. So I kept those. But other than that, the rest of the quad is all fully built by me. Right, Max? Yeah. So I'll go through a list of the things. We'll just go through the basics. So you can see wild boar, ATV, rad relocate, snorkel ATV, snorkels, just some cheap 30-inch light bar. I paid like 80 or 90 bucks for it. I'm thinking 90 bucks. And you know what? It works really good. I know you can buy some super expensive stuff, but this one works fantastic. It's got the wide beam and then a focused beam in the middle. So it gives me a good light output when riding in the trails at night. And then same with my lights. My lights are, I put LEDs through the back, and that's fully custom. I actually like cut out the back and mounted these, leveled them, glued them in. Like they are, you can't buy these. And they work way better than factory. I'll give a quick demonstration. Try to get so there's not so much glare. But yeah, these things are killer. And you could go with the wide beam or the narrow beam. I went with a wide beam because I knew I was getting a light bar. So I wanted something that gave me some close, full trail vision. What else? Yeah, so the light bar, I put that on a switch right here. And then my fan, because Grizzlies tend to run really hot, and sometimes when you're mudding, it's too late. The engine light comes on, coolant light comes on, and I don't like that. So what I do is whenever I'm cruising at high speeds, I turn it off. When I'm going in low gear, flip it on, easy peasy. Girls Silverbacks, they're okay. I don't mind them. Good flotation, but my next set of tires, I'll see. These ones are okay. I still do recommend them, but again, they're an okay tire. They're pretty soft. Like, I don't mind them, but I bought these as a 30 and I measured them. They're actually a 28.5. Now, I don't like companies that measure a tire saying they're a 30 where really they're a 28.5. So I'm gonna go with a company that goes with true measurements for my next tire. Winch, nothing wrong there. It's came from the factory, worn. Axles, I haven't touched. Diffs, haven't touched. I haven't had any issues with mine. I am running a 1-inch spacer. Hard to see that right there. Just to give a little bit more stance and to grab the edge of the mud holes. So these side knobs can grab the sides. That's pretty much all I wanted that for. It wasn't for a fitment issue. It was just so I could, when I turned my wheel, I could grab and pull myself through the hole. Little mud guards, you know, not a huge deal, but when I ride at winter, it really helps the knuckles. What else did I do? 2-inch high lifted kit, and I think that's all really one needs. You don't really need to go more than that. I mean, you can, but you're just asking for driveline failures. And really, a 2-inch, that's pretty much all you really need. I mean, really, like if you have a 6-inch lift, you're gonna get stuck in a 6-inch lift, regardless if it was a 2-inch, depending on what you're going through. What else? I did the Hmf Swamp Series muffler, and the crappy thing is my last trail ride, those 3 bolts, well, this one snapped on me, the top, a long time ago, but these 2 rattled loose and my tip came off, and my spark arrestor is gone, so I have to reorder one of those, because I do not like riding without a spark arrestor, whether it be summer, winter, whatever. So with the Hmf pipe, I got the Hmf tuner hidden under the plastic here, and that goes for all the stuff that you can see. Now for the stuff that you can't see, which is inside the motor, I have a stroker crank, stage 1 cam from Hot Cams, and a 3-over cylinder. So with all of that, I believe a factory Grizzly is a 686. So if I just did the stroker crank, which is that right there, that is a 5 mil over, and that gives me a 727. With the piston, which is another plus 3 mil over, that gives me a total of a 770cc. So that is a 770cc Grizzly, and that's a 9:2:1 compression ratio, so I can play around with nitrous if I want. I got a little bit of leeway there. I still have a little bit of cylinder head pressure I can play with. Epi Clutch Kit, the mutter. The cam is a stage 1, and I kind of wish I did the stage 2. Would have gave me a little bit more top end, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll run it another year, and if I'm not happy, I'll throw a stage 2 cam in there. It's pretty easy to do. So the Epi Clutch Kit, I put that in there too. I have the sheaves machined. Just the primary, the secondary isn't machined, just the primary. And then my cam plate has been modified as well. Normally the cam plate has like a curve on it like this when the rollers come rolling up into it, and then what they do is they modify it and it's flat. So that gives me, with the machine sheave, it actually gives me quite a bit more top end and some more low end too. So I noticed before, I mean, I could do wheelies before, but with that mod, this thing just, it's a wheeling machine. It's awesome. I love it. Anybody that does it, I recommend it. It's not expensive. Clutching your bike is by far a super cheap mod. Even with if you did factory tires and you clutched it, it would be a night and day difference. You would absolutely love it. What else did I do this? 2-inch lift kit, silverback, whatever, they're okay. Custom headlights. By the way, I'm reading off a list, so you can know I'm not just bullshitting you here. And with all these mods, I am actually running a mix of 111 octane with 94. So I mix 50-50. I used to run just pure 111, but at $110 for 20 liters of 111, it's a bit expensive. So I've actually mixed it with 94 and 111. I just adjusted my tuner to to adjust for it so I don't melt my piston and or burn out my spark plug. So yeah, otherwise for driveline, this thing is completely factory. Factory springs, factory axles, like this is all OEM stuff here. I haven't touched that at all. And turning these 30s has been no problem for this quad, especially after that clutch kit and then the sheaves. Like this thing takes off and it'll skim and it will wheelie. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, just shoot me on my Facebook or Instagram, or you know, just comment on YouTube. All right, go get some mud. I forgot to add this too. Richard, Elemental ATV, this is what you need right here. Boom. No cutting your hands open. Get it done, buddy.